There you go. So, Unit 5, Law and Order, Crime and Punishment. Yes, Lesson B. In this lesson, we're also going to see, well, another use of the passive voice, using the words get and the verbs get and the verb be. Okay? Get and be and passive. So, well, passive sentences usually use a subject, an auxiliary be, and the verb in past participle. For example, some murderers are sentenced to only 10 years. We use are because murderers is a plural word, yes? People who speed aren't usually arrested. The same, we're using aren't because people is a plural noun, yes? Plural, 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 are, yes? If it were one person, one animal, or thing, we're going to use is, yes, is. We can also use the verbs get, well, in this case, the verb get, and past participle in, well, in passive voice, with passive voice, yes, to express the same. Some murderers get sentenced to only 10 years. People who speed don't usually get arrested. Check how, even though this is passive voice, we are not using are, we or is or am. We are substituting it for get. Yes, the verb get is substituting it. And when we want to make a negative statement, we use the words don't, doesn't, didn't, even in past. Okay? So we got the verb get substituting are. Okay? And the verb is the same, verb in past participle. Then we also have the auxiliary should. Yes? Here we use be, copy paste be, we don't modify it, and then the verb in past participle to express that something, well, that we think something should be certain way. Like some murderers should be sentenced to life in prison. Yes. People whose speech should be arrested if they cause an accident. Yes. Um, Students should be given more points if they participate more. Yes, stuff like that. So remember that should expresses that something is a good idea. Yes, something is a good idea. And then we also have the verb catch. Yes, catch plus verb plus, or plus person, and then plus verb in ing. How? What happens if they catch you shoplifting? This is the active voice. In passive voice, what happens if you get caught shoplifting? So here, basically, we're using the verb get. We can also use are if you are caught shoplifting. There's a T here, but the leave here is hiding it. But what happens if you get caught shoplifting? Caught modifies its form to passive, get caught, and then we use verb plus ing. What happens if you get caught shoplifting? What happens if you get caught cheating? What happens if you get caught eating cheeseburgers during your diet? Yes, all of this vocabulary is more related to crime and punishment than to other things. So it's really hard to use in other settings. I just wanted to clarify that. We are using it because we're talking about this particular subject, obligations, okay? So let's see if we can use it. People who hack into computers should be punished more severely. Oh, I saw something here. What? I'm going. Okay. Okay. So people who hack into computers should be more severely. Jimena.
People who hack into computers should be punished more severely.
Yes, that is right. Okay. So as we just saw or I just explained, we need a be, copy paste to be, and then verb in past participle. In this case, we are being given punish, punish becomes punished. Okay. Okay, lots of executives catch steal from their companies. Raul?
Lots of executives catch stealing from their companies.
Okay, almost. You're missing something before catch. And then you need to modify catch. Jesus, do you know what is he missing?
Lots of executives get caught stealing from their
Yes.
companies.
Excellent. That's right. Then number 3, the murderer finally, Josue?
Yes, the murderer finally sentenced to life in prison.
Can you repeat?
The murderer finally sentenced to life in prison.
Okay, you are missing something right before, between finally and sentenced. You're missing something. What are you missing? What are you missing? Miguel, do you know?
The murderer finally get sentenced to life in prison.
Gets sentenced to life in prison or got sentenced. Yes, if I want to change it to past. Thank you. Okay. And all right. 4, the laws against speeding and other offenses should be enforced more strictly. Okay, let's see. Let's participate here. Sophia.
The laws against speeding and other offenses should be enforced more strictly.
That is correct. Yes, should be enforced. Excellent. Okay. This is just a matter of practice. The more we see how the structure looks, the more we practice it, the easier it gets. In my opinion, the easiest part of these kind of exercises is when we use should. If I see should in a sentence, oh, okay, they are giving me should. That means that right after should, I need to use be, and the verb they are giving me is just very past participle. That's no brainer. It's not rocket science. As long as I remember it, I'll be fine. Yes, it's a little bit more complicated when they are giving me catch and the verb, but if they are giving me catch, that means that I'm still missing either get caught, or are caught or is caught. Yes, and the verb has to be conjugated in past participle. Yes, if they are only giving me a verb, well, that means that I do need to change it to past participle, but I need something right before. Yes, get sentence, got sentence, are sentence, was sentence, depending on the tense. Yes, depending on the sentence. Maybe the sentence was said in the past, in the present. I can even say will be sentenced. Yes, but we're not practicing that right now, but it's possible. Questions? No questions? Okay. Then let's